Greetings, my name is Hoss Turlington of First Families Research and Security, and the purpose of this video is to make a few things clear about the book I just published. Mainly that one of the chapters is devoted to Winston Connor. He's my former defense attorney, and he's also a former Delaware County Assistant DA for the Delaware half of our 13th Judicial District, which is Delaware and Ottawa County. Winston was either unable or unwilling to get my charges dropped for felony. I was looking at 10 years. I was able to get the charges dropped myself without an attorney, with no more information than I had provided him from my investigation that he had available during the preliminary hearing. After the preliminary hearing, he told me he wanted another $15,000 to $20,000 to continue my case. There are other instances of that with other people in my book. But my main concern here is after he wanted more money from me than what we agreed on, and we went our separate ways, Winston was found to have connections to a local drug ring here that, according to our current district attorney, Kenny Wright, was raking in over $1 million a week. The same article goes on to state that David Anderson, who's a Miami attorney and also a former 13th Judicial District Assistant DA, testified before a grand jury that during 2017, while Connor was representing me, Connor contacted Anderson to instruct Anderson's client to drop criminal charges against his client. Connor threatened, according to Anderson's testimony, to, quote, take out, end quote, a person close to Anderson's client. Anderson also testified that, quote, Connor made a direct threat that he was going to ruin, end quote, that same boyfriend. He's the leading figure of our community. He's a doctor. And in case you're thinking, well, if he's wrapped up with Winston, he must be a professional like Winston who tries to be a gangster, who deserves getting taken out or having his business ruined or just having his ass kicked. He's not. You cannot ask for a nicer guy. He's also directly descended from Indian Territory pioneers who settled in Miami before statehood with my ancestor Sam Fullerton I. And later on, Connor allegedly contacted David's client directly again and threatened her family. Tough guy Winston. David is a former Marine, and he's from here. He's born and raised in Miami. His granddads both were from the Pitcher mines, and he's a direct descendant of Indian Territory pioneers. Anyway, David's not afraid of Winston, but a lot of people are. This is Winston. He's a bully. Of course, he doesn't do any of this himself because he can't. He's never done anything masculine in his life outside of fathering a child. But the same January 24 Grove Sun article states that Winston also had a drug addict car thief beaten up. The message of this video to Winston is that I'm not a dentist and I'm not a drug addict car thief. And if you send someone after me, it will not only be the biggest mistake they ever made in their lives, it will be the biggest mistake you've ever made.